Hello, how are you? I am fine and I hope all of you must be very fine. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the story of grade 6 NCERT, the fair play. The fair play is written by Munshi Premchand and basically this is translated version. So there were two friends, Algu Chaudhary and Jumman Sheikh. The bond between their friendship that wherever they went, people talk about their friendship. Samju Sahu and Algu Chaudhary were good friends. So strong was their bond of friendship that when either of them went away from the village, the other looked after his family. Both were greatly respected in the village. Now, the bond between their friendship was such a great bond that when anybody, that means any of them, Algu Chaudhary or Juman Sheikh, if Juman goes outside his house, the Algu Chaudhary looks after his house. And if Algu Chaudhary goes outside his house, Juman Sheikh looks after his house. It happened that Juman has got one aunt, and since she was very old, she transferred her whole money on one condition that the Algu Chaudhary and his wife would look after her till the death, and later on, in return, they will provide her shelter and food. This agreement went nicely for a couple of years. That means 2 years. 2 years, up to 2 years, the aunt was highly respected in the house. But matter changed. Matter changed means to say what? After 2 years, the wife of Algu Chaudhary began to taunt Khalajan. And Khalajan had to take her food along with this taunt, this insult. She could not bear the insult and she finally told his nephew Algu Chaudhary that it appears that I am not being respected in your house, so you have to give me monthly allowance. Now problem once again appears. Juman Sheikh says that, Khalajan, why are you going to the panchayat? And if you will go to the panchayat, nobody will hear of you because everybody knows that Juman Sheikh was a very respected person. But Khala had decided that she would go to the panchayat. She, first of all, she began to travel the village to get support about her case. Somebody laughed at her. Somebody advised that don't go against your nephew. Try to live by the means what are you getting. But she could not bear the insult. That's why she nominated Algu Chaudhary as the head punch to hear the case of her. See, Algu Chaudhary said to Khala that Khala, you don't know that I and Juman Sheikh are very good friend. But Khala says that you cannot stop the inner voice when you are sitting at the chair of justice, which is the title of this story, Fair Play. It happens that the panchayat was held under a banyan tree. Juman and his aunt placed the real story. The case was heard very carefully, and finally, Juman Sheikh was accused, and Algu Chaudhary, as a head punch, announced that Jumman had to give monthly allowance to Khalajan. From then onward, the relationship of the friendship, the bond of relationship between Jumman Sheikh and Algu Chaudhary broke down, and Jumman began to thought that I will take revenge from Algu Chaudhary. But the title is Fair Play, my dear. It happened that Jumman Algu Chaudhary had sold one of the bullock to Samju Shah. Samju Shah made the bullock too much hard working that the bullock died. When Algu Chaudhary asked his money, that Samju Shah said that no, I cannot give you money for a dead animal. Your animal was not correct. That means the bullock was not healthy. So Samju Shah took this case to the panchayat and he selected Jumman Sheikh as the head punch because he knew well that Jumman Sheikh is trying to get the revenge from Algu Chaudhary. The case was heard, but as soon as Jumman Sheikh achieved the post of a head punch, his inner voice said to him, don't let the personal issues in the matter of justice. At the end of this play, Jumman Sheikh announced that when Algu Chaudhary had sold his bullock to Samju Shahu, he was quite healthy. Due to the negligence of food and a little rest to the wild beast, the bullock dead, and he announced the justice that Samju Sahu will have to pay the money for the dead bullock which Algu Chaudhary had sold to him. Finally, when the justice was done, everybody began to cry the voice, the victory of truth, the victory of Panchayat, because in the words of Munshi Premchand, the voice of the Panch is the voice of the God. And at the end, the enmity, whatever the enmity had been risen in the heart of Algu Chaudhary and Jumman Sheikh, it washed away when both of the friends embraced each other. They hugged each other and the tear began to roll down from their eyes. And at the end, this story finishes. I hope you must have enjoyed this story, and if you have liked this video, please share, like and subscribe my video. Thanks a lot. Thank you everybody. Thanks.